Hey, firstly, thank you for being available to speak in any capacity at King's Church Salford, whether it's a full-on sermon, a testimony, or just a spontaneous message, the giving talk, whatever type of speaking. Each speaking moment will be different in your tone, pace of talking, volume, intensity. But there's one thing that's standard across all of these opportunities, and that's this thing right here. Yep, it's a microphone. So I've made this short video to help you get the very best out of the microphones that we currently have at King's Salford and help you to avoid some pitfalls that could just spoil your presentation and hinder your audience receiving the very best that you want them to understand. So basically, this is where the microphone should be when you speak at King's. Right there, under your chin and almost glued to your chest. Under your chin and glued to your chest. And here's a few reasons why. I'm going to give you the background as to why I'm saying this. Firstly, it's the quality of the microphones. Now, we don't have the very best quality microphones at King's Salford, like a Shure SL-XD. You can Google that. That would start around £1,000 each. And because of that, if you put the microphone where most people tend to put it, right in front of their lips here, when they talk, you will create a popping sound. A pop. It sounds like a drum, basically. Every time you say a word beginning with the letter P, for example, there'll be a pop that comes through the PA system. And after 10 minutes of that popping, you'll be both annoying the audience, and when the recording comes out, it will be filled with that popping noise that the sound engineers can't do anything about. Also, the sound quality will be greatly decreased with the microphone right here in front of your lips. At your lips, just to give you the tech behind this, there is less air for the sound waves to travel, often creating a muffled and too bassy response, which again is not clear for people to hear. So leave that position for the singers. That's for another video maybe. But for those speaking, under your chin and stuck to your chest right here. Another reason for that, based on that also, is that when you move, it kind of comes with you, the microphone also. If you tend to start to do this, many people start to talk and the volume is changing as they're talking, getting excited. And then once it's out here, when you get too excited, it kind of comes back here. The natural thing is to do this with a microphone. That's not good at King's Salford. Number two, well, this is important as well because our demographic at King's Salford is wonderful. It's a wonderful mix of nationalities and languages, and many people are listening in their second language. And as well as listening, don't know whether you knew this, about 20% of their understanding also comes from lip reading. Now, I know this at first hand. I've lived in foreign countries for 20 years of my life, and I've lived and worked in a lot of churches where it was my second language. I couldn't understand really what the people were saying, and I relied both on what I heard and on the speaker's lips. Now, if you hold the microphone here or even here, when the people are looking up at you, they can't read your lips so well. So good communication and honouring to those who need to see our lips. To lip read, under your chin and stuck to your chest. Let's delve into that a bit more. Number 3, why am I saying stuck to your chest? Well, I think this is optional, but many people have listened to my advice at King's and they place the mic under their chin, not stuck to their chest. But as I just said, as their communication went along, as they maybe got more excited about their subject, the microphone started to drift back here. So this is not for everybody, but I would suggest King's Salford, under your chin, stuck to your chest right here. We'll keep that microphone in one place, and wherever you go, that microphone will go with you. And lastly, number 4, and this becomes a habit, sort of a muscle memory thing over time. You can start to use the microphone for great effect. Again, you see professionals doing this. You can start here, and as time goes along and as you progress in your speaking style, you can alter the gap sometimes between here and here. Now, this is for great effect. This is when you already got points 1 to 3 in the bag and you know what you're doing. But for the loud moments, keep the microphone here. Hallelujah! Aren't we excited to be in the house this morning? That's the same volume as this. But I just feel this morning like God is saying something special. And you see this for the pros, you see this with comedians, professional speakers. They use the microphone like this as time goes by. But for, maybe moments of deep reflection, the volume stays the same. But if you shout now, hallelujah, you're going to give Auntie Mary a heart attack with that type of volume. So that's why I say, basically, under your chin, stuck to your chest, for now, safest place to be. Give you some examples of people who know this well, good communicators. You can take the likes of Brian Houston, Christine Kane, Priscilla Shirer, even Stephen Furtick. Now, Stephen Furtick, when he gets excited, you'll see the microphone go here. Again, great microphones, expensive microphones. They can handle the pop with something called compressors that takes that out. King Salford, as yet, we don't have that technology. So, under your chin, stuck to your chest, best place to be for now. Well, anyway, hope this has been helpful and instrumental in you honing your gift of communication.